Hey Wheatley for Fight News. I'm here with two-time world champion Lovemore Ndou. How are you, Lovemore?
Right, I'm good, thanks. Good to see you.
You're looking well, son. You're looking very well. Lovemore, I'd just like to congratulate you. You went into the Australian Boxing Hall of Fame just recently. You've done many great things in the ring, mate. The two really great names that you fought was Miguel Cotto and Saul Canelo Alvarez. You predicted that Alvarez would beat Triple G, so congratulations on that great prediction. He's going up against Daniel Jacobs on May the 4th. How do you feel that fight will go?
All right, I think, personally, I think it's a 50-50 fight. You know, I saw Daniel Jacobs fight Triple G. Personally, I thought he beat, Golovkin.
Okay.
I've also kept an eye on Canelo since I fought him, and Canelo has just been beating up everybody they put in front of him. The only fighter ever to beat him was, Floyd Mayweather.
Correct.
And I think if they were to fight again, he will give Mayweather lots of trouble.
Yeah.
But I think with Daniel Jacobs, it's going to be a 50-50 fight.
50-50
Anyone
fight.
can win that fight.
That's very interesting. Lovemore, you've boxed many of our superstars that are here in boxing at the moment, including George Kambosos, who's the chief sparring partner of Manny Pacquiao, and Tim Tszyu, who's just been over there with Freddie Roach, training with Freddie Roach. Your opinion, first of all, on George Kambosos. Can he go all the way to a title?
You mean I trained with them? Yes, I trained with Kambosos, and I trained with Tszyu. Look, they at the moment, I look at them as the best prospects we have in Australia at the moment. And I believe they can go all the way and win world titles. Kambosos is doing a lot of training with Manny Pacquiao. That's the best training camp you could ever have. And I think it's the best. And I think Kambosos has got the right attitude for it. He believes in himself. Some people might call it being cocky, but I like his attitude. He believes in himself, and he goes out there and does what he has to do. Tim Tszyu on the other side, great kid, well disciplined, takes his training seriously. He's just, you look at him, you see, all the traits of Costa Tszyu in him, and the kid trains so hard, and he's always open to learning. He will listen, to anybody that gives him advice, and I believe that's the right attitude.
Intelligent kid.
He trains well. He's out there now training with, Freddie Roach. And he's got his uncle Igor, who's always assisting him. He's got his grandfather, who's always around, to support him.
Family support.
I think these two kids, Kambosos and Tim Tszyu, are going to be our next world champions.
Terrific. And no one knows Costa Tszyu better than you, because you were in camp with Costa and boxed many rounds with Costa Tszyu.
I spent a lot of time, training with Costa Tszyu. We were in the same camp. We were trained by Johnny Lewis. And he was a great fighter. You can't take that away from him.
No, he's one of the greats, Lovemore. Lovemore, can you see a lot of Tim Tszyu, of Costa in Timmy?
Timmy is a reflection of his father.
Yeah.
He's got the same style as his father. He might not have the same punching power as his father, but still,
good boxing skills.
Good boxing skills, and he's a big boy compared to his father.
That's right. He's junior middleweight.
But he's still young. He's got a long way to go. But yes, I see a reflection of Costa in Tim.
Now, by the way, you're looking very fit, Lovemore. It looks like you've been doing a bit of training. Have you been doing a bit of training?
I've been training since last December, mainly to stay in shape.
So 3-4 months?
Yeah, about 4 months now. I've been back in training.
You've trimmed down?
Yeah, I lost a bit of weight. I feel good.
Now, could anything
eventuate from it?
Yeah.
Are you asking me if I'm going to make a comeback?
Well, there's Anthony Mundine, who's just a few years younger than you, who's talking about he still wants to box. Would you box him at middleweight poundage?
Look, Ray, I challenged Anthony many times. Anthony's fought almost everybody in Australia, but there's one guy he won fight. In fact, two guys. It's myself and Sakio Bika. We are the only two fighters he avoids. But look, I'm almost 48 now. I'm retired. I got a great career out of outside boxing. look, if Mandin wants to fight, if he wants to fight, if he wants to prove himself, I'm still around.
To be available.
I'll be available to fight him. For me, it's just to prove one thing, that he's not as good as he thinks he is, and he is talented, but some of the things that he said in the past sort of for me, he shows a lot of disrespect to a lot of fighters, and for that reason, only that reason, I'll make a comeback and I'll fight him.
So that's a genuine challenge.
That is a genuine challenge.
Anthony Ndou.
And anything we make can go towards charity, because I don't need the money. I've got my own business.
You're doing very well here. What gymnasium do you train at
I'm currently training at Liverpool at the Heat Gym. It's owned by Carol L. and Wayne L. Great people, and for me, I enjoy being there. I get to talk with young up-and-coming fighters. I get to advise them whenever I can, and it's just a great atmosphere as well. The people that own the gym, they're just lovely to work with.
And you train with Sadat Tusky?
And Sadat Tusky is mainly my trainer at the moment. Keeps me fit. And he knows what he's talking about. You all know Sadat. Sadat had over 300 amateur fights. And
I had the pleasure of refereeing him against Cameron Hammond, the former Olympian, just a couple of years ago. But Lovemore, once again, congratulations being inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's great to see you in there, and congratulations on your career as a lawyer, regarded as one of the leading lawyers in Sydney today.
Thank you, Roy. Look, for me, it's an honor, to be finally recognized, as having contributed to Australian boxing. I feel really honored, and I'm so thankful. But like I said before in my previous interviews, I didn't do it on my own. It took a lot of teamwork. Everybody that's ever worked with me, any trainer, manager, promoter, sparring partners, my family, friends, fans. It took a lot of support. So I didn't do it on my own. So it
was a long career.
It was a long career, and like I said,
65 pro fights,
49
49 wins, 13 losses, 2 draws, 37 KOs. You were never ever stopped and never knocked down.
Well, I've been knocked down, but I got up. Juarez was the Mexican kid that dropped me, and
so it was just that once.
There was that, and then there was the fight with Malinaji, which was, as far as I'm concerned, it was a slip. I should never, the referee should never.
We won't count that one. Well, that's great, Lovemore, and the business is going well, eh?
The business is
Lovemore lawyers at Rockdale.
The business is doing great. I'm happy. I think I made the right decision, by taking up studies while I was still fighting.
Yeah, and you're still studying. That's great, Lovemore.
Yes, I'm working on my PhD now.
Good on you, Lovemore. All the best. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.